Stadium in Eugene. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Oregon's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes the guy that will be running the show. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. First play of this drive. He's going to take a shot right away. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Here comes the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? The Ducks decide to punt it away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Just feeds the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. All wideouts, no backs. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field, changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly, and he makes the catch at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. To throw, it's Burt. Under pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Making his first move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Complete to start this drive. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Sells to fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Kane. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Big guy smells it. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give on the counter. Driven back.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Looking long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Iowa sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Wants to throw. It's Burt. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Keeping his eyes downfield. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is in the air. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep...
Breaks away on the left. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Takes the handoff. It's Kane. Pass to Sticks. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Wants to throw on first. And they can't make the connection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Stop right there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking downfield, it's Burt. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looks it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got his man on the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Here comes the offense on first down. On the ground with the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's changing the play. Second down to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Quick catch. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Drops back on first down. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll heave it deep. Got his man to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Kane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
They're all over him. Big sack. This defense all over him. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Reese. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Going to try to get it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Took a shot as he threw. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kane. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost...
He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He'll try to do it himself. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Moving the pocket, it's Burt. Extending the play. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll run it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Paul. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense has it with really good field position. finds a crease. It's Kane. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. He's looking to throw.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Right on target this time. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did.
A lot of room to the right. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. The AT unit on the field. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. There's some room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Sands. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion. Defense all over it. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And we'll see if this is an issue the rest of the way. They have no way to stop the clock. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Sees an alley. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, pressure's coming. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Drops back. It's Burt on the move. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game. And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations.